to talk about cybersecurity and how so many people just don't understand how big a problem it is in this country. We're reaching out to someone who knows about it, talks about it, and indeed lives it each and every day. He's the IT specialist from Security in Depth. His name is Michael Connory. Welcome.
Thanks, George.
You and I have been talking about this for quite some time. We talk about the latest online threats. We talk about the challenges that small businesses are facing and other businesses are facing. Why don't people simply get that unless you protect yourself, there are innumerable problems that exist online and are ready to take you out?
People just simply don't understand.
They can't believe it's a hoax, Michael.
No, they don't believe it's a hoax. They just don't believe it will happen to them. Okay, and the challenge about that is that when they think about it, they think it's too complicated. Cybersecurity is too complicated. It's too technical. We don't have the technical skills to understand it. It's too costly. We don't have the money to be able to manage and effectively secure our organisation.
And the online costs are too great. Well, my response to that is, we'll turn off your computer.
Well, the online costs aren't great. As an example, the Australian Cybersecurity Centre provide a full booklet on how to protect your system for free without any additional cost.
So why isn't it being taken up?
People just don't go to the Australian Cybersecurity Centre and look. They don't know where to look. To give you an idea, and there's a bit of complacency around all of this, we are working with the Australian Cybersecurity Centre and we're trying to obtain a grant right now. We've gone out to numerous organisations, and one organisation...
People that you work with.
People that we work with.
And
people that I know, and people that I've known for decades.
Yep.
And we've said, if we do this, we will create a cybersecurity solution that is free for small businesses across Australia.
Wow.
And we asked one CEO of a finance organisation, 1.8 million small businesses that they look after, and we said, we'll give this to you for free. All you have to do is just share.
Yep.
And he said no.
What was the problem?
He was afraid of the politics.
Listen, Christmas is coming. Christmas brings with it not only Santa Claus, but scammers galore. How do we protect ourselves with the glut that's going to come? And it's already started. We're seeing, things happening left, right, and centre. How can we protect ourselves this Christmas?
Okay. So first rule of cybersecurity is don't click. If you don't recognise where it's from, if you don't know the sender, don't click.
People spend their lives assuming that what you sent me was right and fair, Michael.
I know, and
it has your name on it. Why should I click it?
Very true. And one of the really interesting things is, and we're seeing this more and more right now, is the text scams. So what people are trying to do, they're trying to take control of your phone. Now your phone, if you give access to your phone, it has access to all of your emails, it has access to all of your contacts, it has access to your passwords.
Sorry, your bank account
it has access to your bank account.
Because Apple Pay or the Android services that are
absolutely. And the phone texts are becoming so sophisticated. They recognise your number, they recognise who you are, because they've scanned it, they've skimmed it from the internet or something like that. And what occurs is that they'll address it, they'll say, George, I forgot to send you this link, please click. It is that simple, and of course it's a text. You don't think of it as a phishing email or a phishing attack. You click.
They've advanced their skill now.
They've advanced
and reached
their
out
skill.
to you on your phone, your mobile, which goes everywhere with you.
Absolutely.
Wow.
So that's one. I mean, the other area of concern is that there are so many fake people popping up now on social media.
Yes.
And everybody wants more likes. Everybody wants more friends. The more friends, the more likes. It's a need internally for people to be able to have that. It's an addiction.
Yeah.
And we're seeing programs pop up that can create people that look like anybody you want for free. And you're getting, Chinese, you're getting Russians, you're getting Iranians, you're getting a whole range of different government organisations setting these up to be able to essentially communicate and network and start to create relationships with real people.
So avatars, being driven by other agencies looking just to get data.
Absolutely.
3 big areas for scams. The bank sector, which we've known forever and a day. The one that blew me away was dating. Why are we seeing a proliferation of scams about dating?
Because dating is a great way of being able to get money. And it's a strange thing to say, but the reason why dating is a great way, because love scams, because what occurs is that when you've got an intimate connection, when you feel this intimate connection, when you feel love towards somebody, you have this automatic trust.
It's called investment.
And you want to help them. So if they're hurting, you want to be able to provide them with a solution, provide them with a way out. And if that's financially, most people would be happy to give up some financial requirements to be able to assist somebody that they love.
So this relationship continues. This supposed relationship continues.
And there's thousands and thousands of them that are reported.
I noticed, we've been doing this now for a little while, and I've noticed that some of these scams and some of the emails that we're getting are looking more realistic than ever before. I don't know how they managed to do the templates, but they seem to be grabbing templates from the ATO, the Australian Tax Office. What can we do? If I was to say to you, okay, protect me, what are the 3 things that you would set up, must do, before we either turn the computer on or before we look forward to getting to Christmas? What are the 3 things?
It's very simple. First thing is, let's make sure that you have a strong password. So we would suggest that you use a password manager, because there's no way in the world that you're going to be able to remember 10,
so let's
20,
explain
30.
what a manager is. This password manager is an app, correct?
It's an app.
Okay.
And there are a couple of really, really good apps out there.
And they generate
a really strong password, but they also will be able to communicate to you. So Dashlane is a perfect example.
Yeah.
Dashlane is a tool that will be able to recognize if you're using the same password over and over and over again, and recommend that you change that.
Okay.
It will also recommend and advise you, because it'll do a dark web search, if your password has been compromised. Which is really important. So change your password. Use a password management tool. LastPass is another one, but we would recommend Dashlane. And change your password. Now, the second component, again, and you can get that for free. Dashlane is free.
All right.
The second one, use 2-factor authentication or multi-factor authentication.
Google does that a lot. Microsoft does it.
Google does that. Put it on your system.
Yeah.
It's very simple. It takes 5 minutes to do. It's free. It creates a one-time password, so your password changes every 30 seconds. So even if you do click on an ATO link, even if you do give away, so to speak, your credentials, your username and password, there's this extra layer of security that is going to protect you that a hacker can't get through.
And the other thing I noticed with this twin layers of identification, banks are using a lot. For example, if they're seeing money coming up, spending money overseas, we've been told time and time again, if you're leaving the country for an extended period of time, you're going to use your credit cards, let the bank know that you're going to be in the States or you're going to be in Britain or whatever, because if it pops up, then they have some idea that it may be authentic. Otherwise, your card might go to nil, and you won't know why and how.
Absolutely.
And the third?
The third is update your system, update your software. It's really important.
Aren't these normally automatic?
No. A lot of people are still utilising old software. Again, we've done our research, and our research is quite scary, but let's focus on the Australian Cybersecurity Centre's research. Okay, so 25%, 1 out of 4 computers for small businesses are completely vulnerable with everything that they've got on it, simply because they're utilising old software. That's over 500,000 businesses out there that are completely open and vulnerable to a cyber attack, and they're not doing anything about it.
Well, this is the right time with so many government supports and initiatives to try and help small business. This may well be the time to go out and buy a brand new computer with the best possible software on it and install it now. And of course, with the tax incentives, you won't be compromised, or you shouldn't be compromised too much.
Well, there's no way to guarantee that you won't be compromised, but you significantly reduce the risk. Update your software, put two-factor authentication on, and utilize a password manager and change your passwords. Those three things will enhance your cybersecurity by around 1,000%.
Well, when you're talking numbers like that, Michael Connory, we've got to listen to you. Michael Connory from Security in Depth, once again giving us an understanding that there is a humongous problem out there. But first of all, we need to accept that there is a problem and then address it. Michael Connory, thank you very much, and compliments of the season.
Great, thanks George.